And still continue to, just because there are so many little ways for you to die in a run of Slay the Spire. It's much easier to lose at Spire than it is to win at Spire. Across all Ascension levels. And one misplay can be immediately run ending. It's a very unforgiving game. I don't think the die next turn debuffs, well, the die next turn effect stacks the Tosti. So if you do play multiple Blasphemies in one turn, which you are allowed to do, I don't believe it will kill you more than one time, but I'm not sure about that. So Ascension 15 on the Watcher. Pretty happy with a 100 gold start. If there's an early shop, there is not an early shop. But there is a late shop that I might still want to go to. Usually I look for a starting bonus, especially on the higher Ascensions. You want a starting bonus that provides some immediate gain in strength, as that will make your first 3 combats easier. It'll help you set up for that first elite, which is all important. Good times. So as ever, I'm looking to optimize the number of campfires and elites that we hit. I like this path kind of up the middle. We grab a couple of encounters, we get an upgrade, fight an elite, upgrade again, get a relic, upgrade again, you know, do some stuff at the shop, and then fight one more elite on our way out. So we'll get 3 relics, 2 from elites, 1 from our chest, and probably another one at the store, especially if we hit that store with an additional 100 gold. Getting a little bit ahead of the curve with a card pick is also very, very good here. And I don't think I want to risk a boss relic. Watcher tends to have a really strong starting position that she doesn't need to risk with the boss trade. I think that's where I'm kind of leaning towards Watcher and boss relic swaps, is that Watcher's Act 1s are so consistently good that a swap isn't worth the risk, where it might be on Ironclad or Defects. Is hit points capped, or is it theoretically possible in an endless run to have more hit points than the die next turn debuff will deal? Somebody on Reddit successfully did that, I believe. There are ways to get infinite max health. If you can acquire infinite money in a courier, I think you can buy infinite fruit juice from a store. And you can also, I think there's a couple other ways to potentially stack like lots and lots of max health. But somebody did go there and managed to acquire more than enough max health to survive a blasphemy, and totally works. Totally works. I have not finished a ladder before Iperusia, but we've come very, very close. We've made it to the Ascension 20 run of the ladder, and did die on that one. So we've come very close, but have yet to actually get there. Alright. As long as I see literally a damage card anytime in the first 3 combats,
Commander,
should be good.
Just received the support of another council
Hey,
member.
Iperusia, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the council. Guess you liked the answer you got there. Welcome aboard. Thanks for the support. This might be one of those turns where I'm meant to end in Wrath. We're drawing a strike next turn, right? Yeah. So sometimes with Watcher, you actually just want to end yourself in Wrath so that you can leverage the momentum into the next turn. Like, I could just defend strike, bring this guy down to, you know, 33 health, but then I have to redraw the Eruption, and if I don't, I could take quite a bit of damage. Like, next turn, if we only draw 1 strike, I'm guaranteed taking 5. What I can instead do is enter Wrath, play all of our strikes, take 2, and then have guaranteed lethal next turn with this strike. I think with the way we drew, I might have been able to save the 2 health, but I'm pretty happy with that. Hey look, we found a damage card, and a pretty great one. I'm always happy to see a Crush Joints as the first pick. It's an 8 damage attack, which is notably better than your strikes, and it can apply 1 turn of vulnerable if you play a skill first, which is easy to do with the Pure Water. Did ending my turn in Wrath kill the last Watcher run? Yes, it did. We did that against Reptomancer, and it went poorly. But I'm not planning on recreating that experience, fortunately. What's the play here? Is this also a turn I want to go into Wrath's Dance? Go Eruption, Strike to kill one. No, I think we want to defend Vigilance. I think we want to defend Vigilance. Perfect. Perfect. Second Crush Joints, interesting. Also happy to take an Evaluate here. Evaluate is a pretty reasonably good block card. Blocks for 6, which is... it's okay, but upgraded blocks for 10. And that's where the real value comes in, is if you're willing to upgrade it. That Evaluate can do wonders. Pretty bad against Gremlin, very good against Sentries or Lagavulin, though. You can compare Evaluate kind of to Shrug It Off a little bit, in that it does net to draw one card. Although that card draw occurs a couple turns after you play it, which may be better or worse, depending. A little bit weird. Hey, you're Ryan. Ladder Streak is going indeed quite well. I'm also totally happy to just have a second Crush Joints. Lets us stack the Vulnerable. It is, as aforementioned, not a bad attack in its own right. And it would definitely give us the raw firepower we need to smash through this Elite coming up. We're fighting Hexaghost, so I'm going to go with the Crush Joints over the Evaluates. We do get a fight here, which means we're going to fight a hard pool combat, which is fine. Cool, weird turn. So we got to go Crush Joints, Miracle, Crush Joints to get the 2 vulnerable down. We have the kill next turn. Scrawl? Scrawl's pretty good. Draw cards until your hand is full. A lot of cards. There's many cards. Helps us get Eruption, helps us... I mean, it's just a really good card. And it upgrades to 0 cost, which is even better. Give me that. Give me that. Find some potions. Duplication Potion, Explosive Potion. Definitely both better than a Skill Pot or an Act 1 Elite. And that should make any sort of, like, worst-case scenario here a lot safer. Lice is not bad, though. Lice is easy to kill. As far as hard pull combats go, this is one of the easiest for where we are at right now. That middle one who's buffing, and one strike gets a kill. Hopefully one of the 2 on the ends is not attacking this turn. Good. Very good. Get ourselves a block potion. We're offered a Sash Whip, Flurry Blows, Prostrate. I feel like we've seen like 2 or 3 Prostrates already. Disrespecting the skill potion after it saved me with that catalyst. That's true. That's true. Skill potion did provide some value. I like the Flurry of Blows a bit more with Scrawl in the deck. But I'm heavily considering Sash Whip to give me a way to apply a Weaken. Do I upgrade Eruption or Scrawl? Is the current question. At this fire here. Good, but more upgrade debt. We have a few things we'd like to upgrade. I don't need to upgrade both Crush Joints. One of them would be fine. Would like to upgrade Eruption. I would like to upgrade Scrawl. Fighting Hexaghost, so I really do appreciate Weaken. And we do get quite a few upgrades, too. We're currently planning on going through 4 fires this act. I'll take a Sash Whip. And I'm going to take a Block Pot over an Explosive Pot. Hopefully that was the correct pick. Let us get the Eruption upgraded first. And then Scrawl next, I think. And also... no. This way. Bromlin Gnorb. If I Dupe Pot Crush Joints, it's not going to work the way I want it to, right? Right. How much damage are we looking at potentially next turn? This turn we're doing 16 plus 18 plus 18. We're dealing 52, leaving Gremlinov at 25, and we'll be in Wrath stance. So Strike, Sash Whip alone will kill, or Strike, Crush Joints. I could draw Defend, 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 Ascender's Bane, and then Strike, and that would be bad, but not lethally bad, just bad. Alternately, if I use the Dupe Pot, we're completely safe. Totally fine. Tungsten Rod. Whenever we would lose health, lose one less health. And we're offered a Devotion. Gain 2 Mantra at the start of your turn. Wheel Kick also pretty good here. Deal 15, draw 2. Mantra is the step towards Divinity. When we gain 10 Mantra, we enter Divinity stance, dealing triple damage and gaining 3 energy. Now get the Tori before Hexaghost, even, hopefully. Tungsten Rod Tori against Hexaghost would be a dream I don't think I've ever had. Take this Devotion. We're going to upgrade that too. Let's upgrade the Scrawl first. Scrawl Plus is very good. Hey, Maniac, you've got a challenge for me. Order the dance, play Watcher, and pick your starting deck in Slay the Streamer style. But lose health whenever you end your turn without changing stances. That's kind of cool. Turnip is also kind of cool, preventing us from being frail. It's no Tori, but... oh, and we get a Merchant. Thinking about that Frozen Eye. Frozen Eye Scrawl is pretty dang powerful. When viewing our draw pile, the cards are now shown in order. Would allow me to know exactly what we're drawing. It's a pretty big deal. Also lets me know if it's safe to change stances. So even, unlike I think the other classes, even in this starting deck, Watcher really benefits from knowing her card order. Doesn't she? If you just add Frozen Eye onto the Silence starting deck, you really don't, you know... you don't really care that you have it. You're just gonna draw the 5 cards and play the 5 cards. But having Frozen Eye or not lets you know if you're gonna have your exit to Wrath stance. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Adds 1 hour of playtime. I'm not planning on playing that slow. I'm not planning on playing that slow, trust me. What if I just added another Sash Whip instead of upgrading the one we have? Does go well with the Simmering Fury. I'm thinking maybe removal Sash Whip as an alternative. Could also think about Mental Fortress here. Although I'm not... well, Mental Fortress goes pretty good with Divinity as a general rule. Maybe I go Mental Fortress card remove. Could also go to another shop. Removal is currently 75, that's right. Take the Fortress. We don't have to go to a shop. So we'll get a free Omamori instead, preventing our next 2 curses. That's pretty hype. Just a random relic there. It's very hype. Okay, didn't draw the eruption. I suppose that's fine. Ooh, that's a fun little card order there. I like that. I like that a lot. Yet another Crush Joints. Foresight is surprisingly useful with a Frozen Eye, as it lets us actually pick our exact hand that we're drawing. We have several important powers to put in play. And we know the order too, actually, so we can know that next turn is a bust, and then I get Devotion, Mental Fortress down. Alternately, if I play Scrawl, I'm going to draw... So if I want to do Devotion on turn 1, I want to be able to draw a 7. But I'm not playing anything else, right? Right. And I get the other 2 powers down on this turn, and we wake up on this turn. Next turn I'm drawing stupid stuff. You want to discard just Crush Joints? Let's play triple defend here. But now we got a Fossilized Helix. Prostrate is looking a lot better now that we have the Devotion in the deck. Sanctity's looking pretty good too. Sanctity's looking pretty good too. With the Scrawl though, I want this Prostrate. Might even upgrade it. Although, currently I don't need to upgrade it, because just playing it one time reduces the number of turns that it takes to enter Divinity by 1. We only have 1 Sash Whip, we have 2 Crush Joints. Upgrade the Sash Whip. Iron Rod does not proc before Helix, no, so if we would take 1 damage... Nice. If we would take 1 damage, Buffer will strip that. I don't want to draw that. Really. We're going Divine next turn anyway, so I can play this. Oh, nice turn. Very nice turn. Blam. Did I forget a chem fact, by the way? I'm pretty sure I totally forgot a chem fact. Polar Pain, you asked for one a little while ago. I apologize for not getting to that. There's the Blasphemy. Ooh, I love all these options, by the way. So, fact about neodymium. Pure neodymium can only be magnetized at extremely low temperatures, very close to absolute zero. However, when you combine neodymium with iron into an alloy, the resulting metal is an extremely powerful permanent magnet called a neodymium earth magnet. I actually used to... The place I used to work at had a couple of these. They're like these little metal discs, and they are pulled together with an incredible magnetic force. Like way stronger than any sort of fridge magnets that you might be familiar with. We're talking the kind of object that can wipe a computer hard drive from a few feet away, and if you let them directly touch one another, they get stuck together so thoroughly that it might be impossible to separate them. Absolute zero, Senior Gardo, so 0K. 0 Kelvin. More than negative 200 degrees Celsius. Yeah, exactly, Quinter. They can be really dangerous if you put any sort of body part in between the magnet and its intended destination. They also definitely can pull objects from a few feet away to be sucked right onto them. But they are strong as heck. Strong as heck.
"4 months of support. We are extremely impressed."
Yace the Ace! Thank you so much for those 4 months of Tier 1 sub. Thing J-Make recalls about neodymium magnets is that you should wear gloves when working them with them, not so much to protect your fingers, but to be able to remove them if the magnets crush your fingers. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Boy, oh, Batman. I forget if these are the... No, these are not the... you don't use neodymium magnets for quantum levitation. That's a different thing, right? With superconductors. Leaning towards this Deus Ex for the miracles. It'll work really well with Scrawl. Or we could just take a second Scrawl, but I'm going to go with the Deus Ex in this situation here. And I'm definitely going to take a Holy Water. Although the Calling Bell Omamori synergy is a pretty good one here as well. Yeah, heebie-jeebie. If you hold the magnet over an object and the magnet pulls it upward, you'll feel a downward force being exerted on the magnet itself with equal magnitude to the object's weight. That should be how that works out. Equal and opposite force and all that. Imagine being able to negate an unremovable curse. Seriously. I'm thinking pretty hard about this Holy Water, though. Add 3 miracles to our hand at the start of each combat that we can play on the turn that we play Scrawl to allow us to have a massive draw, followed by lots of card plays. I like quite a lot. Let's do it. We already have all the good relics anyway. What? We can't get any good relics because we already have them. So Calling Bell is completely worthless, right? Exactly. We can go for 3 elites here. I don't think I want to take on the Burning Elite. At least not because there's no shop on the way to the Burning Elite. Could randomly encounter one, but I'm looking to go Fire, Elite, Fire, Elite, Elite, Fire before we beat Collector into a fine pulp. Miracle.deck, indeed. Indeed. Draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess I want to draw 8. Play Mental Fortress first. Yep. That's why I did that. With a Mental Fortress, a Tranquility Plus seems good, although we are running into hand size issues with all these retained cards. Pick that up. And we're basically at full health, so I'll choose 1 of 20. Don't mind an Empty Fist. Oh, wait, Wallop? Deal 9 damage, gain block equal to unblocked damage dealt. That's pretty great. Wallop is pretty excellent. Look at that. Give me that. Would I take Apparitions if offered? With Tungsten Rod? Probably. Yeah, probably. Let's see. 4, 4, 5. Perfect. Deus Ex next turn. Ever done a Pressure Points run? Absolutely. Yep, they show up on the ladder streak from time to time, and they are glorious. And scry away the Ascender's Bane at the very least. Scry 2. So I know the Frozen Eye lets me know that I need to discard Defend if I wanted to draw Scrawl, and I would not know that otherwise. Would not know that otherwise. Like Water is pretty good power. At the end of our turn, if we're in Calm, gain block. We have Vigilance and Tranquility to get into Calm, so I do like that a moderate amount. We did not miss the boss relic. No, we got the upgrade to the starter relic, the Holy Water, which gives us 3 miracles instead of 1. Deep Reality is also okay, but then we're running into that hand size problem again. Had to see if lets us take up more of our hand space, exactly. Hey! Ooh, I like this. Warped Tongues. Obtain a special relic, become cursed with absolutely nothing. We now upgrade a random card in our hand, start of every turn. Which is often going to be a miracle. Speaking of miracles, it's a miracle that we have the Fossilized Helix right now. Because this turn is ouch. We could take nothing if I block pot. So we're block potting for 8. I'm kind of expecting we're going to find another potion soon, so let's do that. Turn. Herblam. Entropic Brew. There's that potion I foretold. Filling our empty potion slots with random potions. Rushdown lets us draw cards when we enter Wrath Stance. And it is upgraded for free, but I'm not sure about it. That may be one too many powers. I think that's on your end, Problems. I got no drop frames all broadcast, and we're going steady at our usual bitrate right now. Hey, Morwion. I am doing very well. I'm gonna avoid the rushdown, especially because we have Lake Water. I'm gonna upgrade, I think, Mental Fortress first. I would need another Wrath card, I think, to want the rush down, and maybe like one less other power. Oh, ho, 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 that's a turn 1. So we want to draw Eruption and Mental Fortress. Gonna play all these miracles. We'll draw 7, which is to Sash Whip. I'd also like to draw to Crush Joints. So let's defend first. I'm not going to play another skill, right? So we have 7 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. This is the order, then. Should play the Foresight. Cool. Discard Strike and Tranquility. Be a couple too many powers. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't add the rush down at least. You mean I took damage? Unacceptable. Kunai. Every time we play 3 attacks in 1 turn, gain a point of dex. That is great news. That is great news. We'll often trigger that on the scroll turn at the very minimum. Maybe considering a Prostrate or Simmering Fury. Kind of happy with what we have going on right now. Just want to keep upgrading what we have. Let's get one of these joints upgraded. Definitely taking Vajra for +1 strength. That's going to make us hit a lot harder than we currently are. Hey, Video Game Despot. You've arrived just in time to witness the glory that is Scrawl plus Frozen Eye. Do we want to kill one of these gremlins? Doesn't really matter. I have to use a miracle either way, right? Yeah. Any tips for high Ascension water? Just climbing without the hearts? Upgrade your attacks. It's a pretty simple advice, but it is an important one to get those attacks upgraded. For the little bit of extra damage is a lot more valuable to Watcher than other classes because you do get to multiply it with your stance. So if you're doing Wrath stance as a damage source more accurately, make sure you upgrade the attacks that are a core part of your damage. Alrighty. So we have Mental Fortress in our hands. We can go Eruption, Tranquility this turn. Perfect. Or even Tranquility, Eruption. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all out here. Uh, 28. Perfect. Okay, I think I blocked a little too much, but that's fine. Oh, my man, this deck would love some ice cream. Deck would absolutely love some ice cream. Great turn to be in Wrath next turn. You are attacking me. I hope this is lethal. Haven't really done the math. Yeah, sure looks lethal. Ceramic Fish gives us 9 gold when we add a card to the deck. That could be Conjure Blade, which is another way to use the massive amount of energy that we can generate. I kind of like that. Just Lucky's pretty good with this Kunai, too. Just Lucky's pretty good with this Kunai. And it can be upgraded by the Warp Tongs. I'm gonna take it. We're gonna take it. Now there are too many things in my hands. Next turn is Extremely Yikes. Gross. Okay. Take this hit on the buffer here. Every miracle I play is, fortunately putting us further away from Scrawl here. This is a problem. This is a huge problem. Scrawl being on the bottom here is really bad, and so is Mental Fortress. May have to, like, Dupe Potion the Eruption right now to get a kill.
Commander, we've just received the support of another council member.
Blob67, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the council. Yeah. Awkward. The worst way. I can try to, like, Conjure Blade, but we're gonna add too many days. Said if I can draw the Conjure Blade, I can score a kill. Currently, we're gonna do... How much damage do we currently have? This will be 20 plus... Sorry, 22. 22 plus 3 strikes at 21. That's not gonna be enough. Not with that either. It's true, I can discard up to 3 with Scry. Okay, in that case, we should at least try to make a Conjure Blade that we can potentially draw. Apparently I can draw the Wallop. Perfect. Okay, now we're fine. Good. Easy game. Pow. A little terrifying. Empty Fist? I would like an empty body, not an empty fist. Thank goodness for fossilized Helix, though, huh? Okay, drawing Deus Ex next turn. Scrawl is a long ways away. blocking for 7. Also block for 17. Still not enough. Actually prevent damage. That's what we got Tungsten Rod for, right? That's right. Ancient Pot Speed Pot's a thing. Now that we have a Kunai, a Flurry of Blows is a lot more appealing, too. I'm, like, thrilled by it, though. Like, almost into it? Almost into it. We'll take one. Turnip. Turnip will help against Collector. We want the Ancient Potion. I'm going to take the Bottled Miracle here. And we're just going to take a free relic, I think, cashing in our Omamori here for 85 gold, which is not the best use of it. But I think, generally speaking, when you've got opportunities to use the Omamori, you should take them because you're not guaranteed to find any more. Have you no shame? We have no shame, thanks to Omamori. But we do have a tiny chest, making every 4th room a guaranteed treasure room. Dr. Dreidel! Signing us up for another chem fact. Did you know that neodymium, aside from use for magnets, neodymium is also used as a crystal in lasers. For what are called neodymium-doped yttrium aluminum garnet lasers. These lasers have numerous applications. For example, they're used in medicine to treat skin cancers and for laser hair removal, and in industry they can be used to cut and weld steel. True facts. Okay, so we're going to end up playing Flurry first anyway. Probably going to play Devotion this turn also. So we draw 8, which gets us here. And then we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next turn, so I have no exit to Wrath, so I cannot actually go into Wrath. Unless I draw a full 10 with this scroll. Then I can go into Wrath stance. Alright, I'm down for that. Let's use the Bottled Miracle here then. Got him. Beautiful. Beautiful fight. Strike dummy. Our strikes now deal 3 additional damage, which is helpful. I feel like we keep seeing the same cards over and over again. Don't need these cards. Probably going to be using Conjure Blade to kill Collector, so let's upgrade it. Oh yeah, we're going to summon a really big one next turn with all of our miracles. It's gonna be great. Perfect. Oh, we are being attacked. 14's exactly enough. Good. Times 8, we draw it next turn. And I just played a skill so the crush joints will work. Perfect. Okay. Oh, it got upgraded. The upgrade to Expunger makes it do 15x instead of 9x. So it now hits for 16 with our strength 8 times, which after vulnerable is going to be how many times? 24 times 8. Dang. That damage, though. I guess we just go straight for the boss himself, huh? Foresight. GG. Omniscience versus Wish. Omniscience lets me double the Expunger? That's pretty broken. That's pretty broken. You can also double Devotion or other powers. And of course works in great conjunction with other ones. Alternately, Wish gets us either money, well, not that we need it, we have 500 gold, or strength, which is pretty good. Master Reality could upgrade our Expunger for us. It can also upgrade the Deus Ex Machina miracles. It can also upgrade... that's it. It can upgrade stuff from potions. I don't like Master Reality as much as I like the other stuff. I'll take the Omniscience here. Already used my Omamori charges, so this cursed key is not the greatest thing in the world, especially not with a tiny chest. We'd have to avoid going to too many question mark rooms. Do I need more energy every turn? Not really, right? Not with Holy Water. So I'm happy to either Astrolabe or Pandora's Box. Actually, Pandora's Box sounds really good. We get 7 transforms here, turning our strikes and defends into who knows what. Let's see what we get. Got a lesson learned, another like water. Bit of an awkward fasting. Halt is great, evaluate is great, judgment is usually pretty good, and a Sands of time to take up room in the hand. That's not bad. Don't mind that. I don't think it's amazing, but I definitely don't mind it. Zappa 43! Last chem fact of the day. Neodymium metal in its pure form, and also as an alloy with another lanthanide, erbium, has been employed as a regenerator. I'm not sure what that actually means, but it's employed as part of a low-temperature cryocooler device. Allowing for cooling down to 4.2 Kelvin, very, very close to absolute zero. So if you need something chilled really, really cool, then neodymium might be part of that process. In an industrial application. Rip strike dummy indeed. A big oof. I'm losing my buffer here, huh? No matter what I do, I can't get... well, I could use the potion, but... that's stupid pants. Ooh. Next turn's gonna hurt. Yeah, do you want to keep my buffer then for next turn? That draw orders... well, no, we got Foresight, so I can manipulate. Okay, we're fine. And now we want to draw... do I want to draw here? I'm going to discard Like Water, I think, and Prostrate. We do Like Water, Mental Fortress, Tranquility next turn. That could be Eruption. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Good. Oh, so I do keep this. So that's a full block. We'll conjure the biggest blade we can. Crush Joints is the fasting here. That's right, I have a lesson learned. Expungier's gonna kill. Let's see if we can line up this lesson learned here. Beautiful. Just Lucky's feeling better than ever right now. Kunai and Vajra and stuff. Pick one up. 601 gold for the relic. Nope. 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 Give me a shot, please. Ooh. This fight might kill me. I don't have good potions. And if our draw order is sufficiently bad, this could kill us. Might actually be too risky to do. We have the Burning Elite coming up. I don't think I like this. Normally I'm all about this fight, because the rare relic it gives you is very, very valuable, but this is definitely a chance to die if we take it. Yeah, Sven has definitely killed us before and on much lower Ascensions. If we bottom deck the Scrawl, we could end up in a really bad place here. We could get a good draw order that just results in us immediately winning and upgrading possibly even 2 cards. I don't think so. No need to be greedy. No need to be greedy. Do I want to Omniscience here? We attack for quite a bit next turn. And Omniscience the Devotion. Do that. Doesn't help us next turn though, which is where I do need the help. Yeah. That's where I need the help. So if we discard all 3 of these, we go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yikes! Okay, we're probably going to use the Speed Pot this turn then. No way about it. It's have to, right? It's unfortunate. Yeah, this is the kind of draw order that would get us killed against double orb walkers. Can I get you below 30 health without going into Eruption? I don't think so. God. Be a really bad turn. Yikes. Yeah, we're just taking like 30 damage. Very little I can do about it. enough to block that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not good. Had I played fasting, I might have been able to make that an actual kill. This is fine, though. I can at least get a lesson learned off in this fight. It should be doable. Right? Actually, I might have to kill them this turn. Now we got, we're good. All is well. Okay, lesson learned comes next turn, so I'd like to KO 2 of them. We'll also be divine next turn. Coming back to my hand anyway. Perfect. Yeah, that was a bit spooky, but we're alive. I'm gonna take a Deceive Reality, because I feel like we need more blocks. I'm a little bit scared right now for the upcoming elite fights. Just a little bit. Not too much. Definitely a little bit. Sense of time in our hand too, good. We'll do 33, that should be enough. Yeah. Keep the Sands of Time one more turn. Divinity next turn. Not gonna do me much good. Unless I discard a couple things. Maybe a buffer for the last turn. Good. Empty Mind. It's an interesting empty card to potentially add to this deck. Draw 3 cards and exit our stance. Kinda like that. Do still wish we had an empty body instead, but we'll take that. Okay. So yeah, here's where we start to have... We're good with card draw on the scroll turn, but not on cards on turns that aren't the scroll turn. I think is what I'm learning here. Might have to Swift Pot next turn, from the looks of this. Although Foresight is, as always, very, very helpful. Gonna lose our buffer this turn if I don't do something. Hey, you Bart. Doing great today. So how do I kill things? Could try Omni Judgmenting, but the Judgment gets targeted randomly. so I couldn't assure that it would hit the daggers. It might even hit Reptomancer twice. Which does not get me where I want to go, unfortunately. So I can avoid taking damage, but I can't avoid... cannot avoid... I wonder if I Omniscience Eruption here. Thinking about it. Puts us into Wrath Stance right now. I can block with Halt. We keep our buffer till next turn. We do have a guaranteed way to leave with Empty Mind or Vigilance coming up next turn, so I'm not going to get stuck in Wrath against Repto. I'm going to do this. Oh, badly, of course. I have to play my Flurry. It's fine. A little sloppy, but it'll do. Definitely a little sloppy. Okay, singular big hit. If I can KO both of the daggers. Water, Empty Mind, Wallop, Sash Whip, Sender's Bane. Wallop is going to be 20. Able to make that work. We still have Tranquility in our hand as well. I need to block this turn. That's unfortunate, because that's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen with the cards in the draw pile as they are. That's unfortunate. Attack again. So we draw a scroll this time, and we're fine. Yeah, should be okay. Let's see what the new drawer is. Straight, Empty Mind, Vigilance, all good stuff. All great stuff, in fact. Currently in calm, so we want to go Empty Mind, Vigilance here. This will work. Here we go. This turn's kind of mediocre. We're getting there block-wise. Those just got too much health. Okay, potion belt that's empty. There's the empty body we wanted. I will just snap take that. And I think I'm going to rest here because we are fairly low on health and we have a Warp Tongs to help get us upgrades. We had that one turn where I generated so much block. There was nothing else I could meaningfully do with the turn. Which is why we did that. Giant Head should, in theory, be easier. Foresight and Scroll on the bottom. This is gonna hurt. Gonna hurt. Nope, this is gonna hurt. I at least have enough block to not lose my buffer here. Thank goodness. Empty mine next turn, so this is a totally safe eruption. I also have Tranquility in my hand, so it's extra totally safe. Spicy. Spicy. Yeah, we just gotta make it to that shop, right? This is the last difficult fight for the shop, and if we're really lucky, there's an extra shop in one of those question marks. Actually, there's gonna guaranteed be a relic right before the shop, which we should keep in mind when we look at the relic in here. That fasting is indeed a curse. Yeah, it's a bit rough at the moment. Might be casting a... I don't know about that. Tranquility's gonna full block for me here. Yeah, I'm using fasting. Pretty hard to operate on 3 energy a turn. Next turn should be fine, and then we're Divine the turn after that. Actually, we're gonna do this. And then I have to... So this will just buffer. Ding ding! Ooh, Eternal Feather heals us based on the size of the deck, and we're adding another Wallop, which sounds great to me. Those both help quite a bit here. Captain's Boat Thingy, giving us 18 block on turn 3, is a very good relic, particularly against Heart, so I think I'll take that over the Sapphire Key. Again, we are getting a guaranteed treasure chest here, so we are allowed to take this relic. Which I will be doing. Right away. Let's make this more playable. And we totally did get the extra merchant. Perfect. Okay. Good. Now, what do we want to do with our money? Definitely want to buy potions, because we have 4 empty potion slots. There's a Lee's Lawful here, letting us gain 7 max health. I'm thinking about Tantrum, but I'm less excited about it in a deck that has no copies of Talk to the Hand. We can remove this fasting. Definitely giving us a bit of a hard time. Other cards that are up for removal include... like maybe the Sands of Time? In that case, I think we'll remove at the next shop. Delicious. Who was Lee anyway? He was a brave adventurer. People all around, people would watch Lee ascend the spire and say, "Look at bold Lee go." He's so brave. Like a flex spot. Don't mind missing out on Bottled Tornado there. How about Mummy Hand, though? Oh, that's good. Whenever you play a power card, a random card in our hand costs 0.
Commander, we've
Slurnak
just received the support of another
choosing to pay for that
council member.
dad joke. Welcome, Slurnak, to the council. Not removing the fasting, we're gonna do it here. I wanted to have the ability to buy 2 relics if there was something extra juicy here. Which I dare say there is. Don't think that changes my opinion on this fasting. Go like that. Then we can still afford a common relic or a removal in the next shop. Oh, the next shop sounds good. Judged. So we probably just want to scroll as hard as possible, right? Big wallop free. Shame I don't have calipers. They would be good here. They would be good here. By Omniscience Devotion, 2 cards in my hand will become free. Didn't think that through entirely, actually. Good thing I've got buffer. Uh-oh. Mistakes may have been slightly made. It's actually okay if I take this damage, though, because we're going to heal it all with the feather. So I'll just tank this hit. Sounds very good to me. Thank you very much. This is fine. Everything is great. Nothing is wrong. I can actually just kill Reptomancer next turn, but would like to, you know, not die. Or not fail to upgrade with Lesson Learned more accurately. So as much as it is nice to do 48 times 6 to Repto, we'll do it to the dagger instead. Is a ways down here. Judged. 2 turns from now. Perfect. Regal Pillow unfortunately won't do anything. I don't want any of that. Got a recall here. We're at full health. Well, almost full health. We have 3 decent potions. We're fighting Awakened One. We have tons of powers in the deck. It's going to be a little bit awkward, but I'm confident we can win this. Somehow. We'll draw into Conjure Blade. If I empty mine right now, getting Conjure Blade down quickly would be pretty effective. Setting up to kill a bird would also be pretty good. Can buffer this first hit. Yeah, kunai scaling is certainly an option here. Oof. Okay, we're not gonna do any devotion things for a while. I can land the lesson learned next turn if I'm willing to scrawl. We can get that out of the way. So maybe I want to save for the scrawl turn. Means maybe going like Eruptions, Sash Whip. Just lucky this turn. And getting a kunai proc, buffering this hits. Next turn we go into Calm with Tranquility. Try to Judgment one, we can wallop. Okay. Go like this then. This will do lots. This is going to do 22. Be 10, 32. Okay. We just end turn. Buffer. Draw a lot of copies of Lakewater, huh? They're worth playing. The Awakened One only gains 1 strength, and we're getting 5 block per turn. So I go all the miracles, not Tranquility yet. We do play Judgment. Might as well play Foresight. It's going to make the Judgment free. And I do want the Foresight to be played. Okay. Go Kaka. Gain the block like so. Learn a lesson. Beat you up. Play all of these powers. Actually, maybe want to try to get this Lakewater upgraded. Okay, 72 block that turn. Seems okay to me. Deep Reality, Empty Body. Seems good to me as well. Looking good. She's gonna double the Lakewater. It's in the draw pile. Ready this turn? Blam! I can actually kill it? I can kill it this turn. Do I want to do that? I feel like we want to set up at least the Conjure Blade before I do that. Double Wallop next turn. It's reasonably safe. Prostrate Wallop evaluate. We have 6 dexterity. Make that more. We actually gain block at the start of this turn because of Mental Fortress, because our divinity wears off. So that's 6 free block here.
Commander, we've just received the support of another council member.
Close enough. Thanks, Tungsten Rod. Spotted Shark 3, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the council. Enjoy the emotes, the community, and of course, that newfound smug sense. Superiority. Just probably meant to play Vigilance there. It's okay. Totally okay. Don't have Incense Burn or anything to set up, right? Nope. Good. GG. Two thump, a deep pulsing dread. You felt throughout the room. Is this where the waffles are made? No Bible thump for lesson learned. We nailed the lesson learned on one of the cultists at the start of the fight. Totally got there. Might be time to remove it now, though. Let's get the other Like-Water upgraded. Let's get Foresight upgraded. Have to go, but you were keeping track of the Tungsten Rod for fun, and it's only blocked 17 this whole run. Interesting. A lot of that has to do with the fossilized helix. We buy Chemical X to go with that Expunger. Certainly an option. Prevents me from buying a potion, which I'm not thrilled about. I could re-add the fasting. We can remove a lesson learned. That's another big consideration here. Get lesson learned out of the deck. Pretty vulnerable on turn 1 and turn 2. Well, turn 2 and turn 3 against the Spire Elites. Second Flex Spot or even a Snecko Oil could help save us. Knowing what 5 cards we're drawing with the Snecko Oil is a big deal. We can draw into, like, Omniscience and try to play it. Let's go with the Chemex. See how that does for us. Before I jump into these last couple fights, I'm going to take this opportunity to take a short break, refill my water, stretch my legs, and when I return, for Slay the Spire action, we'll be plotting out how we're going to play this fight, and figuring out what to do about this. See y'all in just a couple moments. Take care of yourselves. I encourage you to get some water yourself, and I'll be right back. Alright, everybody. We are back. Thank you so much for the patience. Let's see. I'm not sure how much energy I'm supposed to put towards this Conjure Blade. I'm also not sure if I'm supposed to end this turn in Wrath or not. It would take quite a bit of damage if I end turn in Wrath. But it might be the best play. It depends where in the draw pile the Conjure Blade ends up. If we can draw it next turn, it might be correct to end in Wrath. Let's see what Mummified Hand has to say about the situation. Perfect. Gonna free Eruption. I'm gonna play Conjure Blade for 7. Keep 2 Miracles, I think. And if Conjure Blade is in the very immediate future of the draw pile, I may end up playing Eruption here. And just accepting that we're gonna take some damage. Find the way to die this turn. That would be a cool challenge, Tom. Where did it go? There it is! Okay, we are drawing it next turn. So 9 times 7. We're being hit by this Spire Shield, so we're going to lose 1 strength. It's going to be... Okay, 9 times 7 is 63. It's a definite kill next turn. If I'm in Wrath. And also, if I'm willing to use the Flex Pot, and I don't go into Wrath, then I can deal 14 times... It'd be 21 times 7. Which would be 147. I'd have to double Crush Joints anyway. You draw this. You scroll to at least draw this. We have Judgment too. Alternately, if I just be in Wrath, I might be able to kill Spire Shield. Spire Shield won't be attacking next turn. We can go double Crush Joints to deal 20. I'll draw this. Be kind of an ugly turn, actually. Wallop's not going to do anything. I think I better just kill both of these as quickly as I can. We're going to have Sands of Time in our hands. That's a lot of damage. I can figure out how to play it. I have 5 energy. Scrawl. Expunger, double Crush Joints. Okay. You go the more aggro play. This does result in taking about 20 damage. Hopefully this is going to work out. Discard both the Like Water and the Empty Mind? Yeah. So this does 18 times 7. It's 126. So I have to do Sash Whip to get into Judgment range? I think, yeah, we do. Or Flurry of Blows, actually, more accurately. Maybe make the... I can make the Sands of Time free, too. That's important. So we want to do this. Wait, That's not gonna work. Damn it. Never mind. Next turn is a little bit yikes. We do get 18 free block, though. Actually, we can probably just block this. So let's play the Like Water, then. It's Lesson Learned free. We can try to at least land Lesson Learned, potentially. Next turn I've got... Actually, that's a full block guaranteed. Okay. Let's just be a little patient here. Just be a little bit patient. So we got Lesson Learned next turn. No block is gained for this nerd. Nothing to tick up. We go Eruption, Lesson Learned. Okay, so by taking all that damage on turn 1, we were able to create a situation where we guaranteed won the fight with no potions used, and no more damage, and land the Lesson Learned. I think that was a pretty good choice, in retrospect. I'm curious to see what that fight would have played out like if I had chosen not to end turn in Wrath on turn 1. But I can't imagine it would have been pretty. Both Vault and Mental Fortress are great here. So is the Ornamental Fan, by the way, giving us immediate block when we play 3 attacks. Double Skill Potion could be life-saving. I don't know that we're not guaranteed to win this upcoming hard fight. We are not, by any means. Vault works really well with Devotion. The Fortress helps us get more block. We're gonna rely on these potions to do some work. Like, if I get a Devaform off the Power Potion, we should be okay. But if I don't, it could be ugly. We also have a lot of power thanks to Frozen Eye. So our Scry is gonna work really well here. I go with the Vault over the Mental Fortress. I'm not sure that's correct. Yeah, I was a little worried we might have a turn 1 like this. If only I'd drawn one more. So it's probably going to be Skill Potion to try to get a block card here, so that we can keep our buffer. If I play any cards, the Beat of Death is going to eat buffer. Even though Tungsten Rod reduces buffer, the Beat of Death damage to 0. Buffer does apply first, unfortunately. So that's our big concern right now, is giving us ourselves the 50-50 to block the big hit. And if the skill pots don't provide the correct card, we'll have to reevaluate. Vault's great. Vault is very good. Crit Shield, perfect. Okay, 6 coming up. Just gonna play this. As much as it would be nice to meme on the heart by, you know, landing lesson learned, I'm a little too worried for that right now. Does that mean I want to play this power potion now, too? Yes. Yes, it does. Just a second mental fortress. I think I like more than the like water, too. Expender's coming up. So is Omniscience. We're gonna Omniscience Devotion. I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just discard Flurry and then we Empty Mind. It's gotta be Deceive, Empty Mind. I have to Empty Body as well, actually, because Deceive Reality is not going to be enough to block. Yeah, isn't it lame that the Tungsten Rod doesn't protect the buffer? It's so much easier here. I'm going to draw a Scrawl. I really want to draw a Scrawl. Cards free. What is double devotion here? Yeah. Man, we can have a really good turn here. Okay, didn't make our Deceive Reality free, but I can go Miracle Deceive. And then Scrawl. We'll have 0 energy. And I won't be able to play the powers. Better question. Next turn. I do... not applying a weekend. Or am I? Do have the Scrying in play, so we can get the Sash Whip down. I'm trying to figure out if I can guarantee that we use buffer on the big hit here. So let's assume that next turn is 3 times 15. If I play Sash Whip, it becomes a 2 times 15. We already have Captain's Wheel giving us 18 block, so I just need another 18, or another 12, excuse me, to full block, and that's going to be relatively easy. I just need to discard, I think, Crush Joints. Yeah, that's going to be the play. Okay. We are about to get a bunch of status cards added, but we're not going to be drawing any because we can scry them away. Thankfully. Yeah. Then we're going to play Judgment last, just so our last card played was a skill. So look at what's going on here. So, here's where the status cards went, where they are no concern of us at the moment. And we see that we are totally being attacked by the multi-attack, so I do want to block this turn. And then we can just buffer next turn. And we should be fine from there. Should be totally fine from there. So if I discard Crush Joints, my turn can be Just Lucky, Sash Whip, Like Water, Wallop Tranquility. And then I've got a safety in there too. Not gonna want this Halt next turn. Already going Divine next turn. I'll be able to scry the Burn if I discard Prostrate here. So we're actually already full blocking. I don't need to play this safety. Beautiful. That's an ugly series of draws. This is the big hit, right? Can I full block this? I'm not frail. And I have one dex. So 11 plus 17. I'll do this math. Currently in comm already. Or currently leaving. Oh, no, yeah, I can, right? Because I'm changing stance twice. Okay, we can probably full block this. At least I'm going to try with the Divinity Wallet. Oh, big time. Big time we can block that. Got safety this turn. Play the slimed. Get to play Eruption. It's risky. Actually, no, that's not risky. I don't think I get Mental Fortress before Beat of Death, do I? Doesn't matter. It is first, okay. No. All up next turn and prostrate. So we're gonna go Divine again next turn. This will be a completely perfect full block. In that case, might as well Vigilance. What's in our hands? This is looking really good. This fight is looking really good, everybody. I like where we're headed. Very much so. Very much so. $121. Guess I got an empty body maybe for another kunai hit. Some draw eruption, scrawl. We can just lucky the void away. Oh man, Frozen Eye is so good. That's knowing that I want to discard exactly one card to line up the void here to be discarded. That's a really powerful thing. It's a really powerful thing. Still got our buffer, by the way. And then Expunger does 20 times 8. GG. Perfect fight. And I credit a lot of that to the Frozen Eye. GG. GG. Please release the Muscle Fairy. Strong Fairy, be free. Live your muscly life. Definitely was a little bit on the longer side there, but I'm looking to have runs about that long as we go into the final rungs here. Beach Whale 07, thank you so much for that. It was 2 months of sub. GG indeed. GG indeed. Has it been done? The spire's been scryed. And so shall I. Right, VGD? We were definitely dependent on our draw order in the heart fight, and not only was our draw order favorable, but we were able to use the Frozen Eye to make a good draw eye into like a flawless draw.